The Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Hello and welcome to the Mental Health Hotline. If you are obsessive compulsive, press 1 repeatedly. If you are codependent, ask someone to press 2 for you. If you have multiple personalities, press 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you are paranoid, we know what you are and what you want. Stay on the line and we'll trace your call. If you're delusional, press 7 and your call will be transferred to the mothership. If you are schizophrenic, listen carefully and a small voice will tell you which number to press. If you are depressive, it doesn't matter which number you press, no one will answer you. If you're dyslexic, press 69696969. If you have a nervous disorder, please fidget with the hash key until the beep. After the beep, please wait for the beep. If you have a short-term memory loss, please try your call again later. And if you have low self-esteem, hang up. All our operators are too busy to talk to you.
At my age, I should know better. I try and do the best I can to manage things like my high cholesterol, but nothing ever seemed to work. So I went to see my doctor, and he told me I might be suffering from a condition that affects lots of people today. Not giving a fuck about what I eat. That's when I found out about the Thug Kitchen Cookbook. It's full of delicious, plant-based recipes that really inspired me to get my shit together. Start eating some real fucking food. And now, I'm feeling better than ever.
Who are you?
I remember a time when I thought my kids got enough nutrition from that prepackaged bullshit I'd buy at the store. I was such a lazy fucking asshole. Now that I've got the Thug Kitchen Cookbook, I don't play that shit anymore.
I love to cook good food, but who has the fucking time to hunt down a dozen exotic ingredients just to eat better? Not at my age. Thug Kitchen helps me cut through the bullshit with language that I can understand.
If you or someone you love suffers from chronic drive-through dinners, meat sweats, gut rot, sugar shakes, or just want to get your shit together, see if the Thug Kitchen Cookbook is right for you. Thug Kitchen is not for everyone, including people who might be offended by words like ass, shit, fuck, or motherfucker. Some side effects may include feeling better, looking fly as fuck, saving some goddamn money, and in some cases, increased culinary competence that could lead to becoming a skilled son of a bitch in the kitchen.
So find out today if the Thug Kitchen Cookbook is right for you. You'll be fucking glad you did.
What are you doing here? I said get out. Shut up. Oh, I'm still here.
Just call your mother? God, fucking kids. All you people fucking suck.
When I walk on by, I smell like shit and I'm coming fly. A pimp to the beat, eat from the garbage on the street. Yeah, this is how I roll. Paper bag pants out of control. You can find me at the glory hole, reading through the wall for a quick free blow. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. I eat trash. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. I eat trash. When I walk in the spot, yeah, this is what they see. Okay, an old dirty man that drinks his own pee. Got a disaster in my pants, and I ain't scared to show it, show it, show it, show it. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. When I'm at the mall, I'm in the bathroom trying to clean my balls. When I'm at the beach, I'm in the brown bag trying to tan my cheeks. This is how I roll. Got a cardboard box that I call home. I keep semen in the jar, baby, don't be jealous. No shoes, no shirt, cause I'm fucking homeless. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. I eat trash. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. I eat trash. When I walk in the spot, yeah, this is what they see. Okay, an old dirty man that drinks his own pee. Got a disaster in my pants, and I ain't scared to show it, show it, show it, show it. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. homeless.
Thought it was. Everything that you touch first, Latinos touch. We're there every day early. Everything you touch. Let me give you some examples. Taco Bell had some tainted green onions. Oh God. I got E. coli from them. Some tainted green onions showed up at Taco Bell. Okay, white people get E. coli, the whole world fucking stops. Who picks the onions? Latinos. You talk shit about us, it gets down to the fields. I didn't hear you. What did they say about us? They don't want us here, we're lazy and we're depleting the system. Oh yeah? Mira, ¿quieren onions? Mira, cabrón. Hasta en el culo, güey. Here, take that shit to Taco Bell. Take it. There's your chalupa right there. Here, let me put some hairs. Ay. For my culo, because they hurt. Ay. There. Better. Think outside the bun. There. We don't fucking eat there. What do I care?
August for the longest time. August for the longest. Is my name Joseph, Michael, or Ted? I think there's a muff inside my head. A major screw loose. I live off of dates and prune juice. Been old and creepy for the longest time. Accusations, things that I forgot. Misbehavings, and although I've got no recollection, I just achieved an erection that hasn't happened for the longest time. Whoa, longest for the longest time. Whoa, longest for the longest. Spent 8 long years as Obama's bitch, holding beers and scratching every itch. But now it's my chance. I hope I don't shit my pants when I'm up there rambling for the longest time. Do you mind if I sniff your hair? It won't take very long. I pinky swear. Will you please regurgitate my food? Why didn't you just help me chew? But they're falling out. Don't mind this old man breathing down your neck. Let's make this a night not to forget. Oh, let me please ya. Get you a job with Burisma. You'll live in comfort for the longest time. Do you want to be more than friends? Perform the tender act of changing my depends. Hope these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the go. You know the thing. You triggered this dainty gent's arouse. Clearly you want me inside your blouse. You're my assistant, quick rejecting my persistent hands attempt to group you for the longest time. Whoa, longest for the longest time.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
life. Yeah, it's true.
All right, let's get the party started right here on the Charles Richardson Show. Welcome, everybody. I was fucking around with the cameras today, and I just took me. I don't have like these big expensive cameras. I got little freaking mini webcams. I mean, here, I could do this now. Look, this is what I have up here. I mean, it's so jerry-rigged. I mean, it's just really, really weird. Anyway,
it works. That's all that matters.
It works exactly. So why do I sound so low? Test. 1 2 1 2. Oh, I know why. Because that works. There we go. Anyway, but so I'm jury rigging the cameras around. Like, here's the shot. This is what I got, and and I'm tired of seeing when I move my monitors. Because my monitors I have the cameras clipped to the top of the monitors. And that's how I actually have all the angles that I have. So it's like, I'm tired of that angle because it keeps, it looks like it's crooked. It's like, it's not level. And I went ahead and put a leveler to my desk, and my desk isn't level. So the whole time I'm thinking this is straight and narrow, everything's fine.
Right.
I'm over here, my whole life is crooked. Because I work here too, so it's like my whole life is crooked.
You're on a hill.
Yeah. Damn neighbors building that house. You see that new house over there?
I know.
It's already
there. Have they moved in yet?
Alyssa says she's seen a couple people come in doing some things, weren't wearing any uniforms or anything like that, and coming in unmarked cars. So I'm thinking it's either the foreman or it's them. So, but no, now we've officially know that they're not moved. I don't think they're moved in yet, but they're taking care of the grass as they're putting sprinklers, turning them on, and everything like that. So,
okay.
So we got a first glimpse of our new neighbors, new house right in the backyard where it used to be a nice big forest, and we thought it was protected with gopher tortoises, which.
Yeah, I did some research on that too.
That turned out to be wrong.
Yeah, because the 6 acres that we cleaned up, there was one there.
There was?
Yeah, so, I mean, we knew not to mess with it or anything, but I was curious. So, it turns out that they can relocate them.
Oh, yeah.
If need be. So.
Yeah, but I was to the understanding of relocating is not like an option unless it's absolutely necessary.
Well, if they're building a house, I guess it's necessary.
When they buy the property, they should be saying, "Oh, by the way, this is a gopher tortoise. You can't disturb them." I mean, whatever. I mean, they did it. It's not that we could do about it.
No.
We tried.
True. We tried to stall them a little bit.
We got Florida Fish and Wildlife out here, and then they're out there in full uniform talking to the construction crew out there. And it's like, well, we have this thing that's going to be in effect like a couple of months from now. So, no, you can't start construction. And I guess they found a way around it. Mm-hmm. Big loopholes. So, anyway, what's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday. It is March the 24th, 2021. And I'm not sure if anybody realizes it, but, and I'm sure nobody does, but next week is April 1st, and we all know what that is, right?
April Fools.
Yeah, it wasn't the intro I was looking for, though.
Happy anniversary.
It is the 6th year of doing the quote-unquote Mad Talk Show / Charles Richardson Show. That's right. So all of my new people that have recently joined in, basically coming in from Just for Fun and Tony D, driving in, a military Mike driving them in. The show started out as a 5-person conglomerate, so to speak. It was me, Alyssa, Matt D, Bushman, who's now a sports guy. Matt D is just a tech guy now. He's not doing any type of shows. And Matty Rock, who used to be my rival when I had another internet station that played top 40 dance music. So we all started this whole thing. As a matter of fact, the Mad Talk Show came from Matty Rock, actually. And he's the one person that spent no time on the show. I mean, we tried to, because he's all the way up there. He's about like 2.5 hours north of us. Pretty close to the Date City area, actually. So we tried Skyping him. And now, again, keep in mind, Skype wasn't as what it is now 6 years ago. So we're like, we're Skyping him in on the phone. So we thought we could patch him in, but apparently he's not as tech savvy as I am. And it's like, you know what, forget it. Don't even worry about it. And then I think one time we did a segment, Maddie from the van. He had a news segment. So he's in the news van, which is, pretty much just an open cargo van in this case, that he goes ahead and delivers newspapers in. And he's reporting the news from, he gives a one segment recorded from the news van. But that's it. I mean, he was never like a live person, a live co-host on the show. But he did come up with the name Mad Talk Show. Now, Mad Talk Show went on to be about most of the life of the show. I think 4 years it went on. And then a couple of years ago, I said, listen, I don't like the name of the show anymore. I think it's lost its luster. It's gotten really too. It didn't really sound good to begin with, but it was something to start with. Same as
gotta start somewhere.
You got a bit mad cow disease, and it's like mad. it's like, do we really want to be associated with mad cow disease?
Are we all mad here?
Well, I think we are. So the show became, of course, then after that, the Charles Richardson Show, because honestly, we've been through so many co-hosts. We've gone through so many stints and some pretty excessive one-timers. God, I don't want to remember Steve. My God. But we've been through so many co-hosts and so many people have walked through that I'm the only one that's been here for all of them. And so it's like, why not put my name on there and here it is. I mean, a lot of people that have shows with their name on them, they still have co-hosts. It's just not anything near, but it is what it is. So 6 years, and I reached out to, of course, the old school team, Bushman and Matt D. I even reached out to Matty Rock. I haven't heard back from him, but I've heard back from Bush and Matt D. And they're going to try to make it
awesome
to one of the two shows. So that's the announcement I actually want to make real quickly to start the show. Next week, April 1st falls on a Thursday, which we have no show on a Thursday.
Right.
So it's like, which one do I do? Do I want to do a Wednesday the 31st or Friday the 1st? And thinking, Friday the 2nd. I'm thinking, Friday's going to be the show where we're probably going to want to get drunk and, it's a lot of cool shit's going to happen. But it's like, well, what about Q-Star FM? Q-Star FM, they carry us on Wednesday. They're carrying us tonight. They carry us on Wednesday. They won't get a chance to experience that. And the same thing with Rockin' Waves. They won't get a chance to experience that. So I'm over here, it's like, let's fucking make them both.
Yeah.
Shows for anniversary. So I got the 31st and the 2nd that, there's going to be an event page that's going to be created. I actually was in the middle of creating it last night. I fell asleep. So, yeah, so stop sleeping on the job, Charles. Come on now. Let's get this moving. So here's what and it is a very rough lineup, I'll be honest with you. And, of course, it'll probably get more tight the closer we get. So obviously I got responses from Bushman. Bushman says he would do Wednesday. Mainly he's probably going to do a remote video, which we've locked that down. I'll get live. I'll get whatever the fuck that place is called, Be Live or StreamYard. I'll get that up there for that. And Matt D went ahead and said, I'm going to mark it down on my calendar for Friday. And I'm thinking, okay, and that's fine. And of course, he puts the clause in the contract. I'll mark it on the calendar, and of course, if I can't do it, I'll let you know. It's like, okay, so we know what to expect there. There's an opt-out clause.
You got to come through.
There's an opt-out clause on that one.
It's been forever since he's been on the show.
It has been. It really has. And of course, he does come through. He does come through on anniversary days, but that's it.
Yeah.
And Mo, I reached out to Mo since, yes, he was a limited participant, but he's still a member of the family. He says Wednesday. So according to, I have to remind him apparently. So let me remind him now. Hi, reminding you now. I went. He said not last night, the night before. He says, listen, remind me about 7 o'clock. Yeah, it was last night actually. Remind me about 7 o'clock. All right. I didn't remind him, and then I, of course, early in the morning, 9:56, say, hey, reminder. So I said, sorry, lost track of time. And okay, now reminder. There you go. He's active right now too. So yeah, next week is going to be pretty cool. I think so. So we have in the works, and I guess we might as well talk about it. We have in the works do like maybe karaoke on Wednesday.
Ooh.
And we're trying to get Tori and Josh, who were recently married, by the way, the wedding we went to, wanted to get them on the show, but I don't know how successful that's going to be because apparently Josh's schedule is just coincides with the show and it doesn't work out very well.
Yeah, he gets home at 6:37, and so that's why I said it would have to be second half in order, because it's from Inglewood, so it's like a 22-minute drive from their place to here.
So what if he just bugs it from work? Or is that not a good idea?
Well, he would be, because he works for Waste Management, so he would like to shower first.
Yeah, I get you.
And he's real kind of anal about that. So.
But see, here's the problem I see. What if he gets home the latter part? He gets home at 7. He does his grooming method, which if he's really anal about it, he probably takes forever in the shower.
And he's pretty quick. He's pretty quick, but and maybe he'll just, be nice and just wash up real fast.
Well,
but
listen, I don't want him coming in here with a stench or anything. It's already close quarters enough. I don't need anything more.
So she's actually supposed to talk to him about it tonight.
Oh, really?
I messaged her a few minutes ago.
Okay, cool.
I said, don't forget to talk to Josh.
So I want to get the newlywed game turned up, and I know we need a couple more couples anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you guys want to go at it again. I mean, it's you guys haven't won. You guys have you finished last 2 times.
Oh, I know.
I mean, that's horrible.
It really is. It really is.
You guys,
sad.
You guys have stunk up the joint in multiple
13
occasions.
years.
And you still don't know shit.
Nope.
My God. So maybe
but it works out somehow.
Right. Opposite attract. That's what Paul Abdul used to say.
Yep.
But yeah, maybe you and David get up and team up or something. I don't know. And that'll be our second couple. We just need one more couple. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm just going to host. Because I don't know what Alyssa's ideas are going to be with him. Because, we got the kid and the kid just, all fucked up. And I kind of want to do like one married couple. You guys aren't married. You guys are, engaged, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you like a married couple, 13 years together. I mean,
right.
You'd think you'd have history.
Yeah, you'd think we'd know each other.
And then I would like to get like, a girlfriend-boyfriend type of deal.
Okay.
No, we're not going to do transgender, so fuck off all you. It's going to be a girl-boy relationship. That's how we do it. So yeah, I would like to actually do that. And if we can get somebody, boyfriend, girlfriend, I know you probably know somebody. Come on. Somebody.
I'm sure I do.
Somebody that hasn't been on the show either. I know,
right.
it's probably going to limit it.
No, I can probably get somebody.
All right. So, yeah, I would listen, and I was over here saying, like, because Karen was asking me before the show starts, like, hey, when do you want to do this newlywed thing? I said, I don't care, because I'm looking to do it either one. Well, first you asked me when it was going to be. Is it going to be, the 31st? I said, no, do both.
Right.
So it's kind of opening things up. So I know we're definitely going to do whatever one we don't do the newlywed game on, we're going to do like karaoke.
Okay.
And karaoke would be basically, too bad Bush wouldn't be coming in here, but if like Matt D and Mo came in here, they'd be going at it. I'll even go at it too, and hopefully we can get enough of an audience that they can go ahead and like, just give us points or something.
True.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
True.
Excuse me.
Y'all can vote.
Oh yeah. Get votes, and of course, if we don't have the audience, which most of the time we don't. We have our loyal following, not very big, but we have our loyal following on Facebook that if you want to go ahead and show us your love, just give us how many stars or whatever that is. I mean, I'm not asking for you to pay anything. Just, say, hey, 5 stars, 4 stars, or whatever. Just give us a rating of how we do. And, that'd be another thing I like to get on. So it's like, I got all these ideas going on. And I got 2 nights to prepare for. And you know what? Those 2 nights are coming next week. So it's like, I got to get off my ass and start moving. Otherwise, I'm going to be stuck holding my ass. Which, it's a nice ass, but I'm just saying I wouldn't want to hold it. So right now, obviously, slow night tonight. Tony D's on there. Of course, Tony D, formerly of the Tony D Show. And he's probably been calling in, and I've had the Skype line down.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. I'm sure he's probably trying to call. He already called in. I was listening because I had chat today. So I was able to listen to some radio and everything. So I was listening to Matt Connaughton on Raw Talk Online. And, of course, the first 15 minutes, Tony D has to call in. Hoo-ah! That's all you hear. And it's like, I know who this is. So it's like, I'm putting it in the chat. It's a chronic caller. It's like every episode I listen to Matt Connaughton, Tony D is in there. Now, of course, he has good information to call in about, but it's like, it should just be the Matt and Tony D show. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Or maybe even the Tony D and Matt show. But it's like, I mean, yeah, I'm not even that bad. I mean, I will go ahead and I call in pretty often to the morning show, the Morning Mayhem show, and I'll be honest with you, I take a break from them every now and then. They're good to listen to, but it's like, I'm not going to call in every day. I mean, they get tired of me. They got one guy there, Keith Bone, or whatever his name is, Rockdale Bone, or excuse me, guys. But yeah, he hosts another show called The Redneck Show, and my God, Southern as they come. But he goes ahead, and he's like the third wheel on there. Every day they're either calling him, and most of the time they're calling him. It's like really? They're not even waiting for his call. They're calling him.
Oh wow!
So it's like, okay, I don't know how to read it. Listen, the show is a good show. I don't know why do they need to call him? Is it necessary? It's like, hey, listen, our show kind of sucks, and we need you to be there to go ahead and give some.
We need a filler.
Humor. Yeah, we need a filler. So it's like, listen, I don't need a filler. Do I need a filler?
I don't think so.
I don't think I need a filler. But and that their show is good enough to where their fillers are their chat people. They're the people that go on. I mean, they generate a lot of comments. There's listen, if you take a look up there right now, you see like 3 people listening because we're on Facebook. But when you take a listen to them, they're like in the 30s, they're in the 40s, they're sometimes in the 50s, depending on how hot it is or what type of day it is. But they got people listening, interacting. I mean, they have no problem with that. Again, they can do and they kind of do. They do a whole show on interaction on the Facebook chat. There's no topics. There's no politics. I mean, sometimes there is. But a lot of it's just Scotty rambling on about his daily life. Mm-hmm. And that's apparently interesting. It keeps people off and he's been doing it for a long time. He's been doing it for 10 years. I'm just luckily, I'm doing it for 6. And it's really, every year, it really is something special to know that, I may not be making any money with this thing, but for doing it as long and staying mainly consistent with it,
right?
I'm actually proud. I mean, there's been times
you count your accomplishments, no matter what they are.
There's been times there's just been me and Alyssa. That's it. And then there's been a few shows that I had to go solo. That was not fun. It's never fun. Listen, if I had the numbers Scotty had, or the number Scotty has, I could do a show solo probably. I mean, a lot of it, and I'll be honest with you, I'm humble here. A lot of it has to do with me bouncing back and forth with my co-hosts. And I mean, is it that bad? Is it a bad thing?
No, I think it needs to be consistently more pushed on social media than it is.
Yeah, I know.
I try to keep the stories and stuff going, but the other outlets need to be fulfilled as well. I don't think it's really the co-host.
No, I'm not saying there's any blame going on. I'm just saying that in order for By the way, your mic was off, but go ahead. What did you say?
I said it's all my fault.
Yeah, okay. Alyssa just walked in, and she immediately takes blame. All right, everybody put the blame on Alyssa. She's not even on camera yet. Hold on. That's coming soon.
That'd be David, too. He'd be like, everything's my fault.
Yeah. Well, you've got him trained like
David.
that.
I know. It's actually quite nice.
Yeah, of course.
You trying to suffocate me? You put the Lysol bottle right in front of me?
Well, no, I did that already.
He sprayed Lysol in this room, and I was in the living room on the couch. No. And I'm like hacking away, and he's like, "Are you okay in there? Do you have COVID?" And I'm like, "No, it's the Lysol you sprayed everywhere."
I'm glad it dissipated before I got in here because I would have been dying.
No,
that was a few hours ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was a while ago. You don't have to worry about that. That dissipated when the air conditioning turned on. Well, that dissipated not even an hour. It didn't even last more than an hour.
We got an air freshener.
But I was gagging.
Wait a second. What's going on,
caller?
caller?
Breathe.
Hey!
What's up, Charles?
Not much. What's happening?
It's getting warmer in Wisconsin, I'll tell you that much.
Well, damn it, Will. I mean, you hardly keep up with us. I think the last time we talked to you was in the spring. Just saying.
I was just thinking about him, too.
But
to be honest, a lot has been going on in my personal life. I was in the hospital for like 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Wifey's mom passed away.
Oh.
Wifey fell and was like on bed rest for like 2 weeks. So it's been kind of hectic over here. I had cellulitis for like the 12th time, and I still have everything all bandaged up on my leg. So I've just been kind of and not really in the mood to do anything.
Look at this. Wait, Will. It's not often I get to go ahead and comment on the way. This is what I'm. And Tony apparently didn't listen to everything I said. He says, "Fine, I won't call." Oh, he did put LMAO. All right. I'm over here thinking he's taking it seriously. Go ahead, Will. I'm sorry. So you said somebody had cellulitis?
Karen sent me the video, and I was just like, you know what? I should call in because I haven't talked to you guys in a while.
No, you have not.
Hello? You used to be my one chronic caller. You used to be Tony D.
And just, you know what? It's just been, I have honestly, personally, my personalness has been down in the dumps where I just didn't want to deal with anybody because I did not feel like myself.
Even with the Bucks winning the Super Bowl, you were more down in the dumps because Brady took you guys to the promised land and not Winston. Is that it?
Oh God! Don't even get me started on Brady.
No, you got to give it to him. Come on, stop it. He brought you the ring.
I will not support Tom Brady, but I support my Bucks. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh man!
I will, however, I had said some good things about Brady. You just missed it. That's all.
Boring. No, it's
literally I had said to everybody, because everybody that was doubting Tampa Bay in the playoffs, I'm like, what y'all don't know is that Tom Brady is a different monster in the playoffs than he is in the regular season.
Well,
we're going to go undefeated in the playoffs in the Super Bowl.
Where did you say this stuff?
That's what I said to everybody.
Okay, well, because if you said it to those phonies over at Bucks Report, I have not been keeping track at all, period.
No, I don't really...
I'm done with them.
I don't really talk to them much after the incident that I saw from what you posted.
Good job, like, Charles.
Really?
Thank you.
Really? Like, I have seen stuff come out of Peter's mouth that has been like,
hey,
and then after that, I was like, no. I just can't.
If you take a look at one of my memes, you saw a red outlined penis come out of his mouth too. Just saying.
Oh wow, that's
yeah, that was graphic. I know.
Great.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, with that being said,
yeah, what's life like now? How's everything? Are you better? I mean, everything going all right?
My leg is healing up slowly but surely.
Good.
Like, I don't know if you know what cellulitis is, but it's painful.
I'm over here thinking it's like somebody's got way too much ass and it's just hanging out of the jeans or something like that. I don't know. What's cellulitis?
No, it's actually an infection in your bloodstream that goes into your skin.
Yep.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, I did not know that. So I apologize.
Okay,
I did not mean to offend anybody that had cellulitis.
Do you want me to explain it to you?
Not really, but it's bad enough. No.
That description was bad enough.
Yeah, that's all I needed to hear. TMI, Will. TMI.
You can die from it if you don't get treated. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, if everything goes into the bloodstream, you can die from.
Yes.
So it doesn't surprise me that that's a significant, major, incident that could happen. So it doesn't surprise me. But go ahead.
So I'm very happy about my Bucks winning the Super Bowl. Wifey kind of was like, she got like something Tampa Bay Super Bowl. She was all excited about it, and she's a Packer fan, so
rooting for Green Bay. Well, she must have been really upset when the Bucks came in there and tore Green Bay a new asshole.
Oh yeah, I told her it was going to happen too. I'm like, it's going to happen.
Surprised you guys didn't get a divorce over that.
And she was just like, no, it's not. And literally, I was in the hospital during that game. And after the game, I called her and I was like, look, did you watch the game? Fuck you, I'm not talking to you.
Right.
And hung up. And I was like, okay. And it was kind of like it was a Valentine's Day gift, but it didn't get here till after Valentine's Day. She got me the locker room hat. She got me the Blu-ray, and told me, okay, you can go on the website now, but you can only buy a shirt. And I'm like, okay. So I bought my shirt, and she goes, you can't buy the locker room hat. And I'm like, okay, I won't buy the hat. Like, she yelled at me, don't you dare buy the hat. I'm like, okay. So I only bought the shirt.
Man, she put a clamp on your nuts, man, didn't she?
She bought me the locker room hat and the Blu-ray DVD combo pack for Valentine's Day.
Oh, how sweet.
That's because she knows how much. She goes, honestly, anybody that knows you dang well knows you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan.
Yep.
Anybody that knows me knows I bleed red and pewter, cream skull orange and white. I don't like Tom Brady. I don't agree with the Bucs signing Tom Brady, but I will agree that he is what we needed because he can put a spark under people's ass.
Yep.
I don't like the guy, but he gets results. That's all I'm going to say.
I guess that's as good.
That was kind of nice.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
I don't like the guy, but
he's a bitter old man.
He gets the job done. He gets the job done. I don't like him, but he gets the job done.
Just the fact that he gets the job done, you should like him. Just for that fact.
For his skill, at least.
He's got talent.
Yeah,
doesn't mean I have to like him.
Listen, I'm sure, number one, a lot of people that we liked as Buccaneers, like Warren Sapp, were complete assholes. And I'm sure Tom Brady he's probably got his head stuffed up there with his ego, and he's like, well, listen, I can't hear what you're saying over all these rings I have, and I'm sure he's somewhat like that. I'm sure he's got his own. He's his silver spoon up his ass. But again, I think all these people that are successful will. Like, I'm sure Mahomes has his silver spoon up there. So,
out of curiosity, getting off the subject of football, because I'm pretty sure that nobody wants to hear football on your show.
No, not the girls. No.
Oh, not at all.
And I was saying that sarcastically, but truthful. Karen was actually meaning it.
No.
So
now,
the one thing that I really wanted to call and gripe about is what a lot of people are griping about. And I don't know if you guys have caught wind of any of this, but I have been paying attention because I actually am on SSI and SSDI.
This is Biden.
The stimulus payments have not gone out to any recipients of SSI, SSDI, railroad benefits, or veterans.
You heard about this?
Have not received their stimulus payments. on the disbursements that were supposed to get released last week, Wednesday, or today. And the lawmakers have taken notice to this and released statements to the IRS saying, hey, look, we're giving you to Friday to give us a timeline of when these people are going to receive their benefits. And they need to receive them by the end of the month.
Yeah. So what's
everyone's saying that anybody on SSI, SSDI, railroads, veterans may not receive them until April 14th, and the government's like, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
I know a lot of SSI people have gotten them, but I do know there's a lot that have not received them. And everything, those that I've helped, everything when they check in on the website, the IRS website, says it's processing.
Yeah,
it doesn't tell you what the delay is.
Have enough information.
But there's a bunch of people that I've seen on Facebook saying, "Yep, I got my $1,400. Yep, I got my $40. It was direct deposit earlier today. Yeah."
Yeah, there's a lot of people that still haven't.
Why can't there be just one big stimulus where everybody gets it?
Because that's a lot to process out of the funds at one time.
Well, there should be
Well, you have to understand where that money comes from too. They invest in mutual funds, so there's a process of cashing those in and basically liquidating the investment into cash so that it can be distributed.
It's my money, and I want it now.
Okay, J.G. Wentworth.
Like I'm over here suffering. Like, dude, we got back bills where we got like people going, "Come on, when are you going to pay the bills?" And I'm like, dude, I'm still waiting on my stimulus.
Right.
Now, I can't tell you as far as bills are concerned, those things are already out. You can go to your county and your state sites and actually start applying for those benefits like rent, utilities, things of that nature. Because your rent can actually be covered up to 6 months to a year, depending on your qualifications.
But here's the thing. I think every job that has...
I don't know if that works for us because I don't know if that affects us because we're living in a motel.
Well, that's still rent, though. It's still living.
It's still... I don't know.
Well, first off, if you have an address there, like people mailing you bills being mailed to you there.
Yep.
You can prove that.
Then as long as you can prove a residing address.
That is your dwelling. So that is your residence.
Now, I also will tell you, I don't know about your state, but I know Florida. If you are living in a hotel, the state or Children and Families actually classifies you as homeless. With that being said, the state was given money through this last stimulus that if you are homeless, you can apply for a voucher to actually get you a stable living environment.
Well, we'll see what happens.
So I would look into it.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you want to look into. Everything that the state has to offer. I mean, come on, you got people out there that are homeless, but also wealthy. I mean, they take advantage of the system. I'm not saying you're going to be taking advantage of the system, but the people do have that.
But if it's there, if the voucher's there and can help you, apply for it.
Yeah.
And the worst they can tell you is you don't qualify.
Yeah. Worst they can tell you is take your unemployed ass and shove it or something.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not. Well, technically, I'm unemployed, but yeah.
Yeah, you're getting paid. I know. All that weed and all that cocaine going through that apartment. I can just imagine. Just follow
the paper trail and give them only what they need to know.
Follow the weed trail.
Well, that's over here. The weed trail ends here. Okay.
I'm sure it does. Hey, listen, every trail had to end somewhere. The Oregon Trail ended in Oregon, although most people died in Colorado from dysentery.
Literally, when I was in the hospital, the 2 weeks I spent in the hospital, every single nurse and every single doctor that I dealt with looked at my paperwork and was like, "Oh, so you smoke cannabis. Why are you smoking cannabis?" Well, because my PCP, primary care physician, for people that are listening that don't know what that means, recommended I do that because we're 99.9% sure I have MS, which, by the way, on Monday I go in for my MRI to prove that I have MS, but it's going to be an anesthesic MRI, and I've never had anesthesia before, so please pray that everything goes well with that one.
Oh, you'll be fine.
That's just a little side note.
You'll be fine.
Enjoy the sleep.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I hope so. I've never been down that road before, so I'm really nervous.
You never been to sleep?
Anyway, I've never had surgery, never had anesthesia, nothing. So, really nervous.
Never really have surgery either, but I've been knocked out before.
You've had surgery.
My doctor, my PCP, told me to have, smoke cannabis for the pain that I'm in from.
As far as I know,
what we
there was one that I
MS.
know of for sure.
And every single doctor and every single nurse I have encountered since being in the hospital has said, absolutely, that's the best thing for dealing with pain with MS. I said, Jesus, why is it not medically legal in Wisconsin yet?
It should be medically legal everywhere.
Because they don't make money off
it should not be illegal. That's the thing.
Like, come on.
And you
if
know
I'm
what?
having doctors up the wazoo.
And you know what? All these tax breaks they're giving out, why don't you go ahead and get a couple of people that know how to farm these plants and go ahead and give them some tax breaks. You know what? Stimulate the economy that way.
You only need 2 acres.
But
to qualify to farm it.
There's people that will go ahead and put a whole greenhouse up there, more than 2 acres, but probably 10 acres. Those are the farm. Those you want to see the cows eat those plants and see what they do.
You know, we have a big grow place. I mean, it's an actual business right there in Arcadia on 17.
Do you know that animals in the wild, this is proven.
I know, they're high.
Like if a tiger is attacking an animal and it gets bit and it's in pain, we'll look for a cannabis plant to chew on it because it's in pain.
Would you talk to Simba?
Yeah, and the monkeys eat the fermented fruit and get drunk.
But and Simba's a lion. I'm talking about tigers.
Oh, who's the tiger?
But
Tony.
Same thing with the lion. If a
Raja.
lion gets attacked, the lion's going to look for a cannabis plant and chew on it.
Nobody knows who Raja is unless they really pay attention to Disney.
Yeah, John, I wish they would give me what they were giving Michael.
Yeah, John went ahead in the chat, says, just had anesthesia. They give you what Michael was taking Propofol and something else. Propofol, that too. He says no biggie.
I wish I could get it prescribed.
Yeah, you're fine. You'll be fine. Like Karen said, enjoy the sleep, enjoy the dreams.
It's still a little bit of nerves, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's how it was when I found out I had AFib. They said, well, we're going to knock you out and we're going to shock you, and hopefully you'll wake up. I'm thinking, what do you mean hopefully? No, you'll wake up. Don't worry about it. Okay. I wake up, and I said, how many times you had to shock me? 3 times. So It's like 3 times. That means the first 2 didn't work. The third time they went ahead and figured it out. Because what they do, and when you have AFib, they have to stop your heart completely and then restart it. And 3 times. So, yeah. I don't care if I am in it.
Scare me.
I don't care if I'm in AFib anymore. I don't care. I'll take the chances and just go have a stroke or something if that's the case. Because they said you're more likely to have a heart attack or a stroke if you have AFib. So, all right, I guess I'm high risk now. But no,
these things happen.
Yeah, I know. Well, listen, I'm glad you're out of the hospital. Glad everything's actually looking better.
So am I.
Glad you called back in.
I'm glad you got a new wardrobe that has Buccaneers Super Bowl champions on it. And
oh yeah, dude, as soon as I get this stimulus, I'm ordering the
some porn. I get it.
I'm ordering the 2 jerseys.
Dude,
I'm gonna get me.
Dude, you realize that's $100 a piece, maybe 200 a piece.
Holy shit!
Jerseys are 140.
No, they're like 50.
What size you
they're
getting?
Like 50.
Kids?
No, there's a website where they have them like $50 a piece.
Oh, you're getting ripped off, dude. Don't even. No, they're not even worth the 50. They're not going to last. I've tried that. Believe
they're
me.
not.
No, they're not.
Oh, okay.
They're a waste of money.
They're not.
You're better off going on Wish and getting a car for $10 and hoping it gets to you.
It will. It'll be a Hot Wheels.
Yeah, it'll be a Hot Wheels car. It's going to say, 2021 Trans Am or something like that. Yes, give it to me. $9.95. Okay, where do I sign? Put it on, and then, of course, you get something that maybe 10 weeks later, a little mini box, you open it up, and there's your car. You're better off going to Wish. You probably get something better on Wish than you would going from one of those scam sites. Give me $50. Yeah, we'll get you a shirt, all right. You won't get anything. Don't even go there. Yeah, the real jerseys, honestly, the real jerseys are going to be in the 120s, 140s, and if you get the really expensive ones, $300. And plus, well, I don't think you're a tiny guy either. So unless you're 3X or under, you're not going to get the Super Bowl championship jerseys. And that's my downfall, is I never could get a Super Bowl jersey because I'm 4X. XLT, for that matter.
Yeah.
And I had to spend money to get one of the new Patriot jerseys, the ones that they, because they used to have the silver stripes on the shoulder pads. Now they're the white and red shoulder stripes. So I couldn't find any in my size, so I had to get one and have my own name put on it, or I could have picked a player, I guess. But that was the only way I was going to be able to get my size. So
yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, but listen, if
jersey, though, man.
I'm not going to get a Bucs jersey. Forget it. No, I'll stick with my Bucs shirt. That's it. Listen, I'm a Brady fan, but I'm not to the point where I'm going to go ahead and spend $150 to get a Brady jersey. Forget it. I'm going to stick to my Patriots, and that's who I'm going to get, and that's who I'm going to stay with. I'm not going to just because the Bucs won the Super Bowl doesn't mean I'm going to go ahead and rush off and buy a Super Bowl jersey. Congratulations.
What you just said is exactly what I said to Peter, and that's when I stopped watching. Because I said, look, I'm a Jameis Winston fan, and I'm going to support him in whatever he does, but I'm still a Bucs fan.
Yep.
Well, then you should be a Saints fan if you're going to support Jameis Winston. Why?
Yeah, why?
We got Patriot fans that are jumping over to be Buck fans because Brady's here. I mean, why are you telling them that they can't be Buck fans?
Because Peter thinks Peter thinks he's God. Peter thinks he knows everything. Peter thinks that the way I think is the way everybody should think. No, dipshit, dumbass. That's not first off how you talk to people. You want to go ahead and be a Bucs fan, be a Bucs fan. If you're a Brady fan and you're just jumping over the ship because you anxious to see what Brady is doing, kind of like my cousin did, except he went ahead and bought jerseys, but he can afford to buy jerseys. And he's also smaller than me, so he can buy any jersey he wants. But just because people have a different logic as to why they're a fan, you don't shit on them. And Peter does a lot of shitting. Peter does a lot of shitting, and you know what? And when I did that show and I did that, I exposed him of it. And you know what? I may not have the biggest audience, but whoever did listen and whoever was on my side at that time, I went ahead and told him.
Yeah, there was only one guy that never gave me a hard time, and that was Blake.
Yeah,
Blake really never gave me a hard time.
Well, Blake does his thing. And I think Blake does his thing regardless of what Keith says or anybody there at Bucs Report says or whatever. It's Blake does his thing. He does his show. He does a different type of show than what Peter does. Peter just goes ahead and books the same 5 goddamn people on his show.
Blake keeps it professional as hell.
Yeah. He's got the green screen drop. He's got the video drops. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Peter acts like he knows what he's doing, and he goes ahead and tells everybody, "You think this is easy? You go ahead and come in my shoes." We don't want to come in your shoes, number one, asshole. We want to go ahead and actually go to somebody that's actually looks good doing it. Now, do I look good doing this? No, I got 3 fucking webcams. I could care less. But I'm not over here gloating about how I got it made or anything like that. No, I go ahead and I do my show the way I want to do my show. And you know what? If you like it, great. And apparently, good couple of dozen internet radio stations like my show. And that's why I'm syndicated right now. I'm streaming 9 streams right now to live shows. And that's not including the people that just tag my MP3 to their station. So,
I agree with what John said. What John Monroe just said.
So I'm not a Brady fan. I admit he's a master of his craft, and that hurts me to say that. So he's not a fan.
Exactly
he respects him. He respects him.
I respect what he can do, but I do not like the guy. I respect what he can do on the field.
All right, that's what.
I will never say I'm a fan.
Well,
I respect what he can do on the field.
Will, you keep going this way, and you're going to end up in a depression for saying all this good Brady shit. You really are. Stop doing that. All right, listen. Thanks for calling us again. Thanks for letting us know you're still alive. You need to do it more.
Exactly, man. Just you know what? All that matters is that you're having fun doing what you're doing.
Oh, fuck
if you have at least one listener that enjoys what you're doing, then you're doing it right.
Well, sometimes it's just that. You don't know. But next week, dude, 6 years. 6 years doing the show. And we're going to celebrate on both Wednesday and Friday. So make sure you tune in. Give us the ring then, okay?
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Take care, Will.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Telling you, Will's a super fan. He really was a super fan when I was doing Bucks Report. He was the one guy that you could always call. You could always count on to call and just give you his opinion and everything. And I kind of respect that. I like that. I am not saying I'm a Will fan, but I respect him. No, I'm kidding. I'm a Will fan. 813-699-5353. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come right back. Going to take a break, listen to some tunes, maybe see if we can go ahead and publish this off social media. It's almost 8 o'clock, so I think memes are coming up next if we got any.
I do.
All right, awesome. And we'll come right back with those. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Week off on the competition. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
I don't want to be wrong.
must have the wrong house.
Sister? Oh, I missed you so much. They waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa. Oh, coffee.
He's here.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
See? I smelled it. He's back.
Ryan, you have to leave.
What? What are you guys talking about? We know what's going on here. We know you're trying to each other.
What? No. Oh, please. Brothers and sisters don't look at each other like that.
He sent you to West Africa for a reason, Ryan, to separate you and your sister.
You're crazy! Oh, yeah? What's this?
He's my present this year.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. We're
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm your son, and I'm in love with your daughter.
Oh! Ryan, what is in that box?
What's in the box, Ryan?
It's mine.
Give it. Unbelievable.
Holy shit.
Emily, I love that we have so much in common because we grew up together. And I just want to wake up every morning to the smell of you and Folgers Colombian Dark Roast. Emily, will you make me the happiest brother?
Dad! Get off of him! I love him! Oh, no! No! Stop it! Stop it! No! I just want to my brother!
It's Folgers in your cup.
Don't be a pussy. Call Charles now. 813-699-5353.
Yeah, everybody, it is the anniversary week next week, 6 years of the Mad Talk X Charles Richardson show. We're going to go ahead and celebrate 6 years by doing both shows in anniversary style fashion. March 31st is our Wednesday show, 7 to 9, and of course the same time on Friday, April 2nd. We wrap everything around the big April 1st, which is our actual anniversary date that we've debuted this show in its format 6 years ago. So, yeah. Right. And we're looking forward to a lot of shenanigans, hopefully. We like some shenanigans every now and then. Going to have some karaoke going on for one of the days. We're going to have the Not So Newlywed game. We can try to get Tori and Josh in here as they are very newlywed. Going to throw some questions at them. Karen and David are going to take the second spot because they've brought up the rear the past couple of times. It's terrible.
See if the third time's a charm.
Yeah, right. No, I still think they're going to bring up the rear.
Probably.
And then we're going to have...
It's all David's fault.
We're going to have one of the days we're going to have David going back to the Mohawk. Karen's going to work on trying to go ahead and get the color coordinator to go ahead and dye it green, like really green.
A good green this time.
Yeah, greener than slime. It's going to be like Nickelodeon farted on David's head. That's how it's going to look. A lot of stuff. Mo's coming back for a night. Matt D, unless he cancels, is coming back for a night. Bushman is going to be doing his remote. Still waiting to hear from Matty Rock, but a lot of stuff's happening next week here for the 6th year anniversary. I am not that old. Tony D in the house. What's up, man?
God bless you on 6.
No. So what's going on?
You don't want me to call no more? You don't want me to be a frequent caller? I won't fucking call you.
You shut up. I'm going to toss shit at you. Stop it.
That
if
just
you weren't
means
going to
call
call,
more.
what are you doing now?
What was that?
I said, if you're not going to call anymore, what are you doing now?
I listen to your show every time you're on, bro. Even when I'm in the bathtub.
Listen, I don't want you to go ahead and squeak the chicken. Squeak your rubber ducky. That's it.
We'll have to remember that now and play Splish Splash.
Now, the reason I call Matt's show every day
Rubber ducky,
is because
you're the one.
Shut up.
Right.
Stop that.
Right.
Come on now.
I'm not even bullshitting you. I will take a selfie with a screenshot of me in the bathtub listening to the Charles Richardson show.
Do it.
While I'm in the bathtub.
Absolutely, and we'll post on Facebook.
Yes, we will.
Definitely will. No, the reason I call Matt's show so much is because there's a certain person in his chat that's so anti-mental health awareness and who's a teacher.
Oh, dear God.
And she is like, I threw her name out there today. I tend to like to stir the pot, as I like to call it, with her. Yeah. And I like getting her hot and bothered. Not that way.
Not that way, okay.
When she hears my voice call that show, because she tends to go on rants when I start bringing it. And look, I don't call with disinformation. I call with information. I call with facts, and I call with things to intrigue.
You obviously didn't hear all of what I said. I said when you call, you're a chronic caller, but when you do call, you actually have something to talk about. That's what I'm saying.
I heard.
You bring that.
No, I heard.
Oh, you did. You just were busting my balls. Okay.
I was busting your balls, bro.
All right.
Busting your balls. But, these people, they don't understand about this mental health fucking awareness shit that I'm trying to push. And, like, there's a little podcast I'm going to be on that I'm nothing to do with me. Like, it has nothing to do. I'm not producing it. I'm not doing nothing but just being a part of it. And I'm going to talk mental health with this person. And it's sickening to me how many people think that this shit is a joke. And it frustrates the fuck out of me that people think that this isn't a real deal issue in America right now.
Well, they're thinking it's all fake news. That's what it is. It's like, oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, something's going on, and, you can't talk to anybody, boo-hoo, we're going to cry for you. When, it really is an issue.
It is an issue, dude. I mean, there's mass shootings going on. Do you know that 70% of the last 80 mass shootings, the person was diagnosed prior to that shooting with some type of clinical depression or some type of emotional distress or mental illness.
You know what? Why don't we talk about that one topic that I got drugged in on? Not drugged in on, but I actually went ahead and commented on while it was happening. The one post that said there was like about 200 mass shootings with people of 4 or more in a group, and they were primarily white males. I mean, did you see that post at all? And you see the conversation?
I saw it, and what about? I mean, like,
I'm just saying. Do you really think we should go ahead and just label it down to white males? I mean, don't you think everybody should be accountable for this? And it's just because white males are the ones being doing it doesn't mean everybody else hasn't thought about it, or maybe hasn't gotten away with it.
All right, rephrase how you want to go in on that.
I'm just saying it sounds like they're trying to go ahead and censor in on gender and race.
Everything. Okay. On everything.
Okay, so it's no different than an African American going in on the streets of Philly, going after drug money, and killing someone. That's still killing 3-4 people. That's still to me a mass shooting.
Right.
White, black, Asian, Spanish, doesn't matter. My point that I'm trying to cross is that when it comes to mass shootings, when it comes to supermarkets, schools, malls, whatever it may be, maybe that is a true statistic. I saw it. I didn't like. Look, with something like that, like I tend to research that stuff to make sure to fact check it, to make sure it's legit. It probably is. It probably is because I believe it was, 5 years ago, where the kid in the Carolinas went into the Baptist church and shot up the Baptist church, and he was a white kid, and he shot up the church. You guys remember that story? It wasn't that long ago.
I remember that. The one that really comes to mind is actually the movie theater in Colorado, where
the Dark Knight movie. Yep. Yeah, that was a big one. They are all white guys.
But I'm just saying, I took issue with the topic because she wanted to make it out. Well, all white guys are doing this. Like nobody's ever thought about doing this, and she's like, "Well, it has to be over 4." Right?
You're talking about Abigail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and I'm gonna start a bunch of shit tomorrow too because I'm gonna do this all fucking month if I have to.
Call us back on Friday then.
She is a say it again.
Say call back on Friday too over here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. She is a teacher.
Oh, is this the one that you're bitching about?
Yeah, she is a teacher. Listen to this. I want you to hear this. For a school for special needs.
Oh my God.
So,
are you sure she's not just a troll then?
Oh no, she is so anti against this whole fucking mental illness bullshit. Like, she thinks it's just all bullshit. She thinks it's like.
So why is she even working for the system then?
Exactly. So she sits there and says that why do we got to blame the system when we should blame the individual who's dealing with it? It's their problem to deal with it. Wait a minute. Time out. Pause. You are in a career that you deal specifically with adolescents, and you're supposed to be able to. I can pick out someone that's depressed, and I wasn't trained because I deal with depression. I know when someone's isolating or someone's acting a little weird or something's up, and that's why I say that you always need that friend to talk to. You sit there and say, hey, how you feeling?
Right.
And you don't realize how good that does for someone. Just having that conversation with someone for 20 minutes, you might make their whole fucking day because they might be in a 20-minute fucking depression where it's hitting them really hard at that moment, and you break that fucking cycle for them by having a conversation about football, about soccer, about hockey, or talking about the music parts or how you went to Disney or whatever it may be.
But Tony, you're talking about treating it. You're talking about handling it. What she's trying to point out.
I'm talking about it as a whole.
I get it. But here's the thing. What she's trying to find out is, like, how are these kids getting it? Are they putting it into parents? Are parents scaring the shit out of kids where they're having this type of emotion? Are they born with it? Is it because of vaccines? Where is it coming from? Is what I'm trying. Is what maybe she's trying to ask and just not doing it the right way.
All right. So, little backstory. When I was 8 years old, I was diagnosed with ADHD as a kid.
Okay.
So when I was diagnosed at 8 with ADHD, by the time that I was 14, I was diagnosed with depression, which then the depression led to my bipolar, which my bipolar led to my schizophrenia, which my schizophrenia led me into PTSD and trauma and being bullied and being beat up my whole life and then becoming a fighter and then getting in trouble with the law and yada, yada, yada in the 30s. See how that cycle just kind of works. So it starts at a real young age.
Right.
It starts at this simple young age of 8 years old. Did I grow up in a rough environment? I grew up with an Italian father who had ties to associations that I wish I'd never seen, some things that I wish I'd never seen growing up as a kid.
Okay.
Dude, does that affect me? No, it doesn't affect me today. But does it play a role in the way that I think about growing or raising my kids? Yes, it does. So that's my post-traumatic stress on I don't want to live that life. But everything else that followed with my bringing up, I always had a roof over my head, always had food in my stomach, always had a roof over, or clothes on my back. I don't know where it comes
bless
from.
You.
I don't know. Bless you, yes. I don't know where it comes from. But I know that it's, the fact that people like to use that analogy, that it's all in your head. And people like her who sit there and say that it's not my job as a teacher to identify a student who's going through something. If that student's not doing his fucking work and he's sitting there looking up in the sky at cloud 9 and he's just disinterested in everything and anything that's going on around, there's a problem, and you need to address it to the right people. Whether the parents are aware of it, and it's an upbringing at home, maybe there's abuse going on at home, maybe there's domestic violence going on at home. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. Be that fucking outlet to talk to someone and talk to a child or talk to a kid and say, hey, listen, what's going on? You haven't been the same. You score 3 goals every game, and now you're not even wanting to play. What's going on?
Right.
There's signs for this shit. There's signs, and I wish I could teach you, and we had more time for me to tell you the signs of work depression, work anxiety, overworked, overlaxed, or there's so much to this that you can point out and identify. People like her, she tends to sit there and blame it on the individual. It's like you are your own problem, so you need to deal with your own problem. Yeah. Wrong. You are completely wrong. And then, and people can disagree with me, but you are completely wrong.
No, I don't disagree with you, but I just say that maybe this stuff can be prevented. Like a lot of the kids that are diagnosed at a young age or have grown up with this and have been tortured with themselves because of all this, maybe it's their surrounding and their upbringing and their parenting that went into their minds. Like I said, make them scared. Go ahead, hon.
What he's saying is that she's trying to say that you need to deal with yourself and not help. Well, that's the thing, is you need to get help.
No, I understand that. You need to get help, and I think she's wrong for saying that you need to deal with yourself. She needs to step up. She works for the system, and she's telling, well, it's not my job to do that, or something of that nature. But I'm thinking
she's saying that she's not qualified to pick that out. Then don't
work in the system. Then quit your job because you're not good at it.
That's one.
Yeah.
Or you grow a set of balls and you say, I want to learn how to correct them.
Well,
part of that.
Hold on, Tony. Here's my wife. She actually deals with this shit with kids from all ages.
Well, the thing with that is, if you are working for an actual school system, they will tell you can't say that stuff because you are not a doctor. You do not have the degree to be able to diagnose anything. Now, can you talk to the kid and ask, and try to get the kid help? Okay, yeah. But you can't go to the parents and say, hey, I think this is what's going on. Because then you could get fired over it.
Yeah. Basically overstepping your bounds. You can't act as a doctor.
So I get it from that standpoint, but to come forward and just try to talk to the kid and just see hey, what's going on,
or refer them to the guidance counselor,
or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yes, but from the standpoint of talking to the parents or saying that there's definitely this going on here, you can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, Alyssa's done that with daycare. She's seen people that are with autism signs, and she can make the suggestion, or not even make the suggestion. She just says,
I can't even.
You can't even breathe autism. She's like, I know this kid's autistic, and it turns out later on, she keeps tabs on him. Later on, kid's autistic. But she just sees the signs, but she's not a doctor. She's not the one. She can't say, hey, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Parent, you may want to take your kid to get tested for autism. Right there, that could be like, how dare you say that? Get her fired. And, maybe that's a blessing in disguise because it's only a $9 an hour job, but still, it's you can't say that.
It's like sitting in a room with someone, right? And I'm having a conversation with someone face to face, and then this person looks at me and they say, I want to punch you in the face. Something's telling me to punch you in the face. I'm looking at that person and I'm going, okay, something's not right here. What are you supposed to do at that moment? if you are a teacher or you are a counselor or you are...
You got to follow school protocol.
Yeah.
Which, you got to follow school protocol, which is, in this case, not probably going to be very ideal. Even in a special needs school, it's probably not going to be very ideal. Maybe they'll have another couple of options other than what a private school or a public school has to offer. But
they're going to have you refer them to the guidance counselor, or refer them to the principal, or something like that.
And that's if your school has a guidance counselor. A lot of them don't anymore.
Yeah.
And then, maybe it'll get back to eventually getting to someone else that could help them. But there's not a whole lot you can do.
I think that's one reason
the guidelines of the school.
But for her to come out and say, well, it's not my job. I mean, I think that's kind of cruel to go ahead and even do that. Well, you know what? Okay, maybe it's not your job.
Well,
but
listen, you just said the word. You just said the word. And it's been what I've heard for 20 years.
The bird?
The word.
The word.
The bird is the word.
The bird is the word, though. No, what is it, Tony? Go ahead.
You don't know what to do.
Right.
That's the problem.
But that's also why children and families is so overloaded, is because a lot of all of this, because there are no longer guidance counselor in many schools, the principals don't give two squats. The school board definitely doesn't want to hear about it, and you can't say anything to the parents.
But what
you have to go to children and families instead.
But what Tony's trying to preach, and what he's been trying to tell everybody, is that the doctors that are in the hospitals, the doctors that are in their own practice, they need to be cross-trained, because mental health is becoming something a lot more severe than what a lot of people think it is. A lot more people have it. I'm sure I have something, because I'll tell you one thing. When you go to bed and you lay down, you don't go ahead and have the feel to check your pulse because you have anxiety and your beats are like 95 a minute. So it's like, yeah, I'm sure I have like a mild case of something, but I think everybody has it, and I think Tony's right. They need to be cross-trained into mental health, so that way they have, okay, you major in surgery or cardiovascular, but you also minor in mental health, and I think that should be a requirement going forward.
So where I stand with you, and I agree with you, any type of specialist like cardiologist, hematologist, whatever it is, take them out of the realm. If you go into an ER, if you go to an emergency room, the key word there is emergency, and you are in an emergency mental crisis, the answer is not to sit you in a hallway for 6 hours and not be spoken to. That's not the answer. You need to be cross-trained as an ER physician to be able to identify triggers or identify signs of schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, anxiety. Every time you go to a hospital for a medical emergency for mental health, they classify it as what? The only thing that a doctor is taught, anxiety. When there's so many more things than anxiety. I can't tell you how many times I don't suffer from just general anxiety. I suffer from schizophrenia. I suffer from bipolar disorder. I suffer from a hypochondriac, where I've always think that there's something wrong with me. But they wouldn't know that unless they listened to me.
Is that me?
And that's
That's me. I always think if something ever goes wrong, like if I can't catch my breath long enough, I'm dying. I honestly,
Karen's
Alyssa
over here even nodding her head. She knows exactly what
if he has gas pain, he's having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Charles. Do you Google your symptoms?
Yes.
Yes. Very often.
Yes.
And I
do.
keep telling him not to.
It's called a hypochondriac. It's called a hypochondriac. It is a mental disease.
See,
it is a mental.
I told you I have. I think everybody. And see, Tony, this is the thing: is that when you talk about mental illness, it is so vague that I honestly think somebody everywhere has something. And it's just.
And then every time you Google it, it comes back to it being cancer, or you're going to die. And
No. That's if I go to WebMD. Everything's cancer. I'm going to die in like 2 hours. I stay away from WebMD.
Yes. Stay away from Dr. Google.
Yeah.
Stay away from Dr. Google.
No. But what I'm trying to say is, you're talking about mental health. I'm thinking everybody everybody in some stage, it may not be bad, it may be definitely livable, we don't need any medication, but everybody's got some type of mental disorder somehow. I honestly think that.
It's human. That's how I look at it. It's human.
Yep.
No one's perfect. No one's, especially Karen's best friend Trump. There was something definitely a little squirrely going on.
Don't say that. No, don't say that. You're going to get her really pissed off. I only have a half hour left.
I'll take his mental disorder.
He'll take more. She'll take more than a mental disorder. Trust me.
There's a little something squirrely going on up in that head.
Yeah.
But, and Biden, too. There's a little squirrely thing going on.
I feel sorry for him.
I don't feel sorry for him. You need to be able to walk up the fucking steps.
I know, but the man has Alzheimer's. He's suffering, and they're using him as a puppet.
Well, you know what? Then you don't go ahead and put him up on a step. You go ahead and use some type of jetway or whatever the fuck they're called.
Somebody posted a meme. Yeah, somebody had a meme where it had him going up in one of those wheelchairs for the stairs. So that's going to be next.
The right lung stairs.
Was he wearing Bernie Sanders mittens while he did?
Right, he should have been.
I think there was one of Bernie Sanders going up the chairlift. I really do. I think that was a new one.
I saw the one with Trump hitting the golf ball and the golf ball hitting him in the back of the head.
Yes.
But anyway, no, look, I'm trying. I really am. I mean, now that I have all this free time, I'm trying my damnedest to push this and trying to. I mean, when I tell you that I work my 9 to 5 and then during my 9 to 5, I'm working on pushing this. I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying to push to make awareness and make a stand against mental health. Because
at the very least, I know you've probably tried this already, but get to the state of New Jersey, get to the capital, and try to see if you can go ahead and petition some type of something for at least New Jersey to start, and then hopefully other states will follow.
The next step. It's the next step.
Yeah. I mean, listen. As much as I love Matt, much as I love the Morning Mayhem, and as much as I love my show, and as much as I love you and your new endeavor on your FM show, it's not going to be enough. You got to go ahead and take this up to the suits. You got to take it up to the people that sit on their ass and on their thumbs, snoozing away in the mayor's house and the governor's house and stuff like that. And you got to get them to believe first.
This ain't about midgets and pickles no more, man. This is about some real deal shit.
I mean, it should be about midgets and pickles, and maybe that's the one way you go ahead and get some of these people, these Democrats and Republicans, is you turn the midget porn into a mental disorder.
Yeah, nugget porn.
Nugget porn, whatever. It could be midget porn. Maybe they're grossed out with the nugget porn. Just saying, man. It's not natural.
I'm trying. I for your listeners that that support stuff like this, just know that I'm a guy that is trying his damnedest to push this, because the more people I have standing behind me to push this forward in different areas of the country, the more that we can make a stand and maybe make this one whole thing that just not a shooting is going to, because you know what happens, right?
Yeah.
You go into a shooting, the news coverage is what, 2-3 weeks, and then next thing we're back to the pandemic, and then we have another shooting. Here we go. We come back to it. Mental health. 3 weeks. Boom. It's going again. Not talking about it.
It's the same thing like Black Lives Matter. The same thing. How many times have we heard this before? Now all of a sudden it's getting a push. Now how long will the push last?
The only thing that gets me with these last shootings is there's been 7 in the last 8 days. And then there's 2 days, March 20th and March 22nd, there were 3 mass shootings each day in various places of the United States.
Were they white males?
I couldn't tell you that. I don't look at race, just so I have no idea.
I'm just saying, but maybe you ought to take a look at the race.
I just found that really odd.
No.
Well, the new hashtag that's out right now that's trending is white terrorism is the new thing that's,
dear God.
That's being thrown out there now. And I've been seeing that starting to get a hot trend on it. So I've been I follow those leads, and I dig into what people are talking about. And believe it or not, a lot of it's being posted by white people. It's weird. really weird.
The whole country's weird, man. The whole world is weird. And it's going to stay weird. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's a fucked up world, man.
It sucks.
But anyway, I'm going to make the push. I'm going to do this little podcast with my buddy and, bring myself back to the podcast world, just doing his show. Nothing. Don't be prepared for anything that you heard from me before, because it's nothing like that at all. It's only one time a week for like 45 minutes, so it's just something to start trying to make awareness. And then he eventually wants to take it live, but that's on him. I'm not digging my toes in the sand again. So,
dude, you got us behind you, man. You know you got us here. No, it might be a small little family, but we're behind you.
We got big hearts.
We got big hearts and loud farts.
Big hearts, loud farts. Yeah. Where's the other guy at tonight? Where's our boy at?
Working and allergy ridden.
Yeah. Seems like allergies. Allergies is the big word today.
He's allergic to grass and sand, and he does lawns. In Florida.
Forward to the pens. When are we doing the pens?
The pens.
Wearing the diaper.
The depends.
It's shit. We're going to first worry about that. We're going to do the...
It depends.
It depends, I guess. No, we're going to first do the Mohawk thing. We got some stuff lined up next week because of the anniversary. So, if things fall through, hey, listen, I'll go to Publix, get a couple of Depends, and see what happens.
Hey, maybe we make that part of the anniversary show.
Yeah, maybe. It's still a lot. Oh yeah, well he is too.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, in some type of way.
He's on some other type of spectrum.
I'll let you guys get to your good news, and I'll be listening in on the other side. I'm gonna go hop in the bathtub. So.
All right, squeak one out for me there, buddy.
Oh, dude, I can't. Oh, did I tell you about that?
No.
So I got on a blood pressure medicine that made me have ED.
Oh no! Oh.
Yeah, I'm on a blood pressure medicine that doesn't make it work anymore.
You went Noodle Jones, huh?
Tell him to shove that. Take garlic every day.
I still got to go ahead and keep on with the horny goat weed. I got to do that.
That's
I'm
gonna
go to one of those truck. I'm gonna go to one of those truck stops and get one of those crazy pills that they have up on the counter that says you can last for like 14 hours. Walking around with a 14-hour Woody, man, that'd be dope. You know what? I want to try to break the world record. I wonder if there is a world record for the longest hard-on, because like if there is, I want to try to break it. Like I want to like 20 hours of like a steady hard-on, and like I want to get it in the record books and just have my name on it and have a plaque that says, 20-hour hard-on Guinness Book of World Records.
Okay, the world's largest erection is 13.5 inches. You fall short there. What is the longest time somebody had a boner? Last January, an Irishman had a mountain bike accident resulted in an erection for 35 days.
Oh, my God.
22-year-old had entered a Dublin hospital and underwent treatment. 35 days later, though?
A lot.
My God, an erection lasting more than 4 hours is an emergency that could damage the penis. Listen, it's already damaged as it is. I guess you can go 35 days if you wanted to.
Oh my gosh,
that's horrible.
Man, that's awesome.
I'll bet you that guy, man, that 22-year-old's never had a hard-on ever again. He'd
probably be scared to get one now.
Right? It's like, damn. Listen. Even if I blow my load, man, is it going to go down? What the hell? Shit.
I'm shooting blank, Skipper. I'm shooting blank. Man down.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Anyway, I see your good news and all that good jazz will be on the other side.
All right, man. Take care. Thanks for calling in.
I'll be good.
Yep, bye. All right, Tony D. Formerly of the Tony D Show. Then he's going to be on Tony D Unleashed on FM. Blah, 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 blah. And Well, shit. I guess we might as well take a break. It's already 8:39. We'll get to the Facebook memes after the break. We'll get right into good news because I think it's going to be that time at that point.
Yep.
So,
well, my phone's about to die, so I need to plug it in.
Well, I think that's where Karen comes in. He's going to have to go ahead and share the love there. All right. So, phone's about to die. We don't want to have that happen.
Plug it in. Plug it in.
Yeah, that's what she said. Plug it in. 813-699-5353. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back right after this.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
There's nothing inside, so far away.
I'm in a new chapter. In this chapter, reality is hit. Reality is, I'm single, fucking dating. I can do what I want now. Now, here's the scary thing about dating for me. I believe in karma. Whatever you do in life is gonna come full circle at some point in time. I know it is, okay? My fear is I'm gonna fuck around and fall in love, and I'm gonna get hurt. When I think about getting hurt, I think about the ultimate level of getting hurt. Like, I'm trying to surprise my lady on her lunch break. She would be in the car, give some dude head, I'm gonna fuck around and see it. Now, I know I'm not strong enough to deal with that. I'm too emotional. I'll break down. No. Pick your head up. Don't finish. Don't finish it. Jesus, take the wheel, please. I know I can't deal with that. Some men are. Some men can't. Some men are strong enough to catch their woman in the sexual act, like giving another man head to the point where they can go up to the car, open the car door, and say one sentence. In that sentence, they'll let a woman know how much he loved her, how bad she hurt him, and where he is mentally, and he can walk off. Some men can pull it off. You know what? I loved you the best that I could. What I could do, I did. What I didn't do, I tried. Fuck it. He'll walk off. She'll feel bad. Why am I doing this? I don't want to do it no more. Did you get it? That was the dick. Did you guys get it? This was the dick. Did you get it? You got it? All right. Some men are different. Some men are killers. Some men are thugs all the time. No, fuck that. Fuck that. If I see my girl in the car, give some dude head, I'm gonna go up to the car, I'm gonna grab him, drag him out the car, I'm gonna beat the shit out the dude. That's what some men feel. Would you do that, man? Chase, would you fuck him up? You whip his ass. You gonna fight the guy with his dick out? His dick is out. This guy got the hard dick. That's the wrong answer, Chase. I don't like that answer. I don't think you thought about it. You should have thought it through. His fucking dick is out. I can't fight the dude with the hard dick. It's not gonna happen. The reason why is because I'm small. When I fight, I gotta get low. I gotta get your legs. If your dick is out, at some point in time, that's gonna cause a problem for me. At some point in time. Yo, you got my girl out here in a fucking car? Huh? Nigga? Yo, you're gonna lose your fucking mind if a man's dick hits your head in front of a group of people watching the fight. You're gonna do some shit you never thought you would do. You're gonna fuck around and grab it. You're gonna say some shit you never thought you would say. I'm gonna rip it up! This dick is coming with me! This is my dick! I got 2 dicks now! Yo, if you grab a dude's dick in a fight, you gotta kill yourself that night. You have to die that night. You can't go on living. Because for the rest of your life, you're gonna be known as the dude to grab the dude's dick that day in the fight. They're gonna do to grab that dude's dick that day in the fight. What was I supposed to do? The dick was on my head. Hey man, get your dick grabbing ass out of here, man. Somebody try to talk to you, dick grabber.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Search The Charles Richardson Show.
We're back, and I just realized the time. It's time to go ahead and get over to the damn memes right now. We need that.
Good thing I don't have too many.
Yeah, good. Well,
I had a couple too, though.
There was. Let me see if I can find them, though. You know how it is. All right, let's get this rolling. Rolling on the river. bit here. Thank you. Fishing is like boobs. Even the small ones are fun to play with. This one's got green toilet paper. CBD toilet paper, so you can calm your ass down.
If it works.
I hold my rod, wiggle my worm, and pow, she's on it. Here's a woman police officer with really big breasts and a horny guy that she pulled over. Anything you say can and will be held against you. Boobs! This one's a visual. You have to see the grands leaking out the dough, and it looks like two hangling balls. When you're relaxing on the couch, but your boxers are on too short. That's the caption. If I was skinny and mentally stable, I'd be unstoppable. You're all lucky I'm squishy and crazy. And Bugs Bunny over there says, when I catch people staring at me, I assume they're taking notes on how to be awesome.
Right?
That's right. All right, that's, let's see, that is Karen's. Now everybody's seeing me and how I'm working my stupid computer.
Ooh, I see messages.
Yeah, right? Come on now. Gee whiz. Sorry about that, folks. That's taking too much longer here. Here's a group of eggs running around that they're all sad because they see the fried egg on the plate. He died last Friday. Thank God he wasn't beaten. Don't worry, he went over easy. He's now on the sunny side. He definitely in a better plate. Gotta like that one. So yeah, another one you said?
There was a few.
Let me see here. Oh, here's one. Just for jokes.
We have an echo.
Do we?
That's what Sony said.
Well, listen, it can deal. Where am I going wrong? Where am I going wrong? I don't know. We have the echo on. Whatever. Anyway, oh wait. Nope, that's not it either. All right, anyway. I just can't wait to be sitting outside at night. 207 mosquitoes liked your post. All right, let's cut this off. Maybe that's why it is. It's probably the camera angle that I have. It's the... Oh, that's why. Alyssa's mic is on the camera and I had to mute it. That's why. Sorry about that. Okay, that's all the memes I had for today. And if we didn't get to yours, I am so sorry. We get to most of them. But now it is time to go ahead and go from one segment right over to the other, and that is, of course, the good news. Let's go ahead and bring Alyssa's camera right front and forefront of the party.
A Bradenton restaurant manager saved a 2-year-old's life with CPR.
2-year-old?
Yeah.
Nice.
That just sounds like a fake name. No, it's a real story, but it just sounds like a fake name.
Oh, okay.
Chaucida Gable and Antonio Johnson from Bradenton went to grab a bite to eat after church this past Sunday. They were with their kids, 6-year-old Azina and 2-year-old Antonio, went to the Wingstop on First in Bradenton.
Ooh. They got good wings, I heard.
Chaucida was outside and both Antonios were inside. Little Tony is very allergic. He can run
a lot.
Very energetic. He can run fast, running around, jumping, and he is a happy kid. Antonio said of his son, right when I was trying to grab him, he slips and hits his head right on the bench.
Ow!
Then little Tony went limp. It was like he didn't have any feeling in his body, said Antonio. As panic set in, someone was watching over them who knew exactly what to do.
God.
The daddy grabbed the baby and jumped the counter and... Oh boy, there's another name. Jajahira.
Okay.
Rosado, the restaurant manager, he thought he was dead, and me too, because he started saying, "My baby." The cashier called 911 while Rosado put her training as a former hospital worker to use. She did a sternum rub, a precursor to CPR. Rosado estimates it took 3 minutes for him to come to. He opened his eyes and looked at his daddy, said Rosado. He started moving again, and I was excited about that, said Antonio. Antonio and Chasada put him in the back of their car and headed for Manatee Memorial Hospital. Aside from the concussion, he got a clean bill of health and is back to his usual self. As for the grown-ups, they may never be the same. That's the purpose of being here, said Rosado. We need to help each other. For me, the number one thing is people will help you, said Antonio. They acted like my son was theirs.
Wow. Well, besides the names, we go ahead and give that a... No, it's not talking about you pronouncing the names. We're talking about who in their right mind gave their kids those names.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Make sure you go ahead and like the show, share the show, tell people about the show, because if you don't, we're just going to go ahead and crumble up and die. Or we'll wait until next week, and then we got our whole 6th-year anniversary party going on. The event page will be set up sometime tonight or tomorrow. And we got a lot of stuff going on. It's just we don't know what day it is. It's kind of like this 2-night WrestleMania thing. We don't know which events are happening which day. We have March 31st, which is a Wednesday. It's the day before our anniversary, which is April 1st. We're gonna have Mo and Bushman on that show, and then we have Matt D possibly coming on Friday's show, and then we got David's Mohawk going on. We got karaoke. We're going to have the Newlywed Game happening again. A lot of stuff happening. 2 days to do it. Stay tuned for more information. It's our 6-year anniversary blowout week. Going to happen both Wednesday and Friday, so that way all of our affiliates, the ones that only carry us on Wednesdays and the ones that only carry us on Fridays, will go ahead and get a chance to have an equal share of the pie. And if you're jealous about carrying us on Wednesday, but you didn't get the Friday stuff, well, pick us up on Friday then. Oh, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Can't have it both days. So, lot of stuff happening. Make sure you go ahead and tune in next week. Share it, love it, like it, tell people about it. Put it on your bathroom wall, public bathroom stalls, whatever. Just graffiti. There you go. Go ahead and put some graffiti out there. We need the exposure. So, all right, we're out of here, folks. Have a safe rest of the hump day. We'll see you Friday right here on the Charles Richardson Show. Take care, everybody.
Fly too high, I get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently. Light, feeling stronger, feeling free, with the shadows of the night.